Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another time of Keep Calm and Speak Wrestling. Today, I will be talking about the possibility for Zayn versus Taker at WrestleMania. It's pretty much the dominant topic in pro wrestling circle at the moment, and for good reason. Zayn McMahon, the party's son, has returned to WWE and will face off against The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania Day 2. Now, what may I wonder is just how this match makes sense, because it kind of doesn't sound. Many of us are expecting a curveball or two to be thrown our way between now and April, and the first may come on next week, while Aztec himself is due to appear. So here's some options. First, Taker shows up on Monday and tells Vince to pound sand. While it's not too great of an idea to tell off your boss, Undertaker is a legend and can likely do no wrong. He'd have to do a lot in order to fall out of Vince's good grace, and considering it's all scripted, what are the odds of that happening? Number 2, Shane, with all of his monies from outside WWE, has brokered a deal to bring CM Punk on a short-term deal. This one, while it sounds crazy, will be so easy to sell from a variety of angles. For one, both Punk and Zayn were or are proponents of the idea that WWE needs to be fixed or saved. Zayn could sell it to Punk as something like, "We love wrestling, we love WWE from the past, but we need to save it from itself." For another, Punk thought he was going to beat the streak, so it will give him some measure of revenge. Plus, I somehow thought that either Vince McMahon or Dana White will have major issues with the move, since the publicity for it will be massive. Number 3, Shane moves forward and whistles Undertaker, but just when it appears like the Fiend will win, John Cena's music hits and out he comes, breaking into the cell and saving Shane. This one works because even though Cena is making progress and we have an early April return, will still be wickedly premature. Having Cena do a one and or certain things like that, it gives you a feel good moment. Control of the company will change hands, and it lays the groundwork for Cena versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 33, and even though it was speculated to be the match of this year. Number 4, Zayn moves forward but brings back the Mean Street Posse for backup. I mean, heck, if we are going down memory lane for so many other things, why can't we get Ronnie and Pete Gas and the wonderfully snobby swear back in WWE, even if only for a month? I tell you this much, I don't know where they will take this program, though I am intrigued at the possibilities. What kind of curve, if any, do you expect for this match once WWE gets to Dallas? The question I've been asking a lot is, what will happen if Zayn McMahon wins at WrestleMania? But there's 5 possibilities that will happen. First, the return of the brand extension. If Zayn McMahon wins, he will control Monday Night Raw, where the Authority could win SmackDown. This could lead to a draft lottery, where superstars can go to different brands, meaning tag teams could split up, such as The New Day, The Usos, The Lethal Booties, and so on. Also, this can lead to NXT being their own brand and completely owning both Raw and SmackDown. Competing against both Raw and SmackDown. Number 2, Raw going back to 2 hours. Zayn said that the wins were bad, half the roster is injured, and the stock were low, in which I disagree because the Authority have been doing a good job winning Raw. Raw was the number 1 show on Monday nights. Everyone keeps saying that Raw is too long. That I have to disagree because I enjoy Raw being 3 hours because everybody got to compete with entertaining segments, including The New Day, and it have been total non-stop action. If he get rid of 3 hours, then all the energy will be synced. They won't have all the superstars competing anyway, and the show will end quickly. Number 3 on the list, the Diva Division. If Zayn wins, he will change the Diva Division and turn it into the Women's Division. He will drop the Diva Championship and bring back the Women's Championship. He will have the Diva Division fight in hardcore matches such as the tables, ladders, chairs, cage, and street fight matches from the Ruthless Aggression era. Also, he will drop the TV show known as Total Divas. Championships. If Zayn won Raw, he could be bringing back the Cruiserweights, the European and the Hardcore Championships belts, and which could help the WWE maintain an entertainment program for all 3 hours. If Zayn was, he could test it back to 2 hours. Also, the reintroduction of those titles will create more dynamic storylines and feuds on both Raw and SmackDown. This means more wrestling and reveals flashbacks. They finally Zayn getting rid of the PG product. He will bring back blood and he will create an edgier storyline. Well, that's my 5 possibilities of what will happen if Sandman wins at WrestleMania. Let me take a break for a moment. I had to do something. Well, since I got time, I'm gonna talk about Fastlane. As you know, Fastlane was a successful pay-per-view, even though there were no twists and turns and no champions had changed hands at the pay-per-view. But I still consider it was a good show. I gave a B+ because they had that alternate because last match was a filler match, not a special. But somewhere in the mix of ordinary, Fabulous left the Royal Rumble as real losers. In case you missed Fastlane, here's one of them, the Wyatt family. In the biggest episode of the night, the Wyatt family were defeated by a team of random wrestlers. After such a successful year, the Wyatt family hit a major roadblock. A month away from WrestleMania Day 2. Then Team Bad. Team Bad has struggled since the beginning, and Raps of the Band is to be in the worst shape than ever. If they don't start picking up wins, Naomi and Tammy will be jobbers of this division, of the Duo division. Edge and Christian. The WWE made such a big deal of Edge and Christian's news network show, and Fastlane seemed like the beginning for this format. The segment was terrible and made me not to want to watch the network show. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns left Fastlane after winning of the main event triple threat and earned the right to face Triple H at WrestleMania. Based off the cross wrestling, Reigns was the least favorite of the 3 superstars. R-Truth. Anytime I wish to lose to a member of Social Outcast, it's never a good sign for the future. For R-Truth, hopefully this one was the one thing to sell his future tag team with Goldust. R-Truth could be joining the Social Cast. Now, at Fastlane, 5 left as real winners. First of all, the Big Show, Kane, and Wyatt. For 3 people who don't frequently team, Big Show, Kane, and Wyatt made their time count. They performed the biggest upset of the night by stopping the Wyatt family, who many believe are the top stable in the WWE. Wyatt scored the winning pin, making him the star of the match. Kevin Owens. While Kevin Owens defeating Johnson isn't anything new, he did a good of selling the match. People always debate if Owens is worthy of a WWE Championship win, and this match proved that if given the ball, he can make it worth. A female win by Owens mixed with all the injury could be what he needs. AJ Styles. The outcome of AJ Styles' first feud could tell a lot about his future. He took on one of the best in Chris Jericho, and them two had the match of the night. What made Styles look like a main event player for those fans unfamiliar with his work. With Chris Jericho wrestling part-time, the WWE needs to make the few programs they have each year count. However, the first undisputed WWE champion meet Styles was a great combination. They matched well together, delivering a performance that somehow topped the previous two. Finally, Brock Lesnar. Like all of his matches since return to WWE, Brock Lesnar was downright destructive. It took Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose working as a team just to slow Lesnar down, but being parked down through two tables, taking repeated chair shots and finishers was enough to get Lesnar down for a 3 count. Well, there you have it. Over my topic of the possibilities of the same members Undertaker match, and what will happen if someone wins at WrestleMania. Also, the outcome after 30 Fastlane. Well, here goes my video. Leave a like button or comment. Tell me what you think of my video. What I need to prove, or how you like the show. Next time I do a topic, or do my another video. See you later.